Good evening, guys. Good evening once again. South Africa Lately, a channel that discusses South African trending news. We do, however, grab here and there from international news when it is trending enough to be brought here. You see, today I saw South Africans losing patience, losing even pity, even they were merciless under that post of Newsroom when the Newsroom was sharing on X, when Newsroom was sharing a video of this lady who's been crying for her child who's been trapped underground for more than 6 months. They said it serves a right. The community is assisting criminals. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to share firstly the video showing you how exhausted these children are coming out from that underground, and also I'm going to show you a clip of the mother crying and also the comments of the people under that post by Newsroom. South Africans are fed up, they are tired, they just, you know, we have reached a level whereby patience for such things is zero. So as you see them there, in this clip, it was when we were told that more than 1,000 red have resurfaced from underground because their supply of the things that sustain them in that underground, giving them energy to continue mining, committing this type of crime. So my thing is, the ZAMAZAMAs is one of the things I'm using to judge the GNU. So far, I think I'm enjoying the effort of keeping these ZAMAZAMAs. See, let me show you the clip of these children. Just wait and see the child that is going to come up from there, how exhausted that child is. And the thing is, these children are being exploited. As much as they are there, we're thinking that they're trying to survive. There are big people that are benefiting from this whole thing. I'm suspecting, because one has to be very careful with the words we are using before this turns out to be something else. And I once saw the ZAMAZAMAs holding a pile of fresh 200 rand notes, a pack. When you looked at that money, it was millions. I don't know if somebody has seen that clip. Maybe you can direct us where it is, but maybe in the comment section. But there is that video somewhere and people were sharing it, but I forgot to bring it here. Just look how exhausted those children are. Just look. Did you see? So super exhausted. You can tell that they're using the last energy that they have to move around. And other people have been saying the government is not supposed to cut supplies to underground. So we cannot be the ones saying how this has to be done. I am one of the people that they should do by all means possible to end this, because the people that are in there know very well that what they are doing is illegal. So when you see that the supply is no longer coming, what you do, you resurface. Continuing staying there, it is because you know that you know what you're doing. That's what I'm saying. You are prepared to risk it all. But before we go further, let us hear the mother before I come back with more commentary on the issue. Let us hear the mother crying on national television, and later I'm going to read the comments of the people saying whatever that they were saying, showing no mercy, no patience, no pain, no pity.
Ngwanake ke na le second bona e leng gore e ko underground ka ya kitse marela e la re a tsamaya o itse o lo zama ya ka ke itse gore vele o lo zama ha sebetse ha re eng ke botlhoko today ha ile gore ke dula ke mathaka ke mo batla di office ka ofela ke mo batla mo go twing go ko teng. Last time ne ke lo kopa thuso gape ko kae go ntswe match ke khone gore ke go ba le ko di selling for 2 days ke lo kopa gore bampe ba re fefela nakonyana eo ya gore re khone go itse gore bana ba rona ba ntse ba phela kapa ha ba sa phela ba bantse. So ha ke itse gore le today wa phela kapa ha phela re kupile gape le fondag gore re tle mo la go nthong le e ka etsagalang la ile o tloka fetse man ke go baela bampe ba montle bampe fela le sa pola gage ke tla bona go ke tla etsa eng ha ke na matla ke na lex ka go tongo ke khone go so for 2 days mara ne ke fua dishone ke fua met wala ka ela la 6 months la sa me ha ke se go wa kwa lente ke go pa fela government empa go re thuse fela for fondag re kgone go tswa re kry-ile seo se re tlabe re se kry-ile re tlabe re se kry-ile ga re tlo tsekisa gore na go illegal gore na go yang re kopa thuso ya gore hela ba ntshiwe masapo ao la le go ba tlhokafetse la le go ba phela se se etsagalang ka modimo ke bona ka modimo ba tlo itseng gore ba etsagala se le gore ba tlhokafetse ka motlase ba bantse go kgone go ba pata ke eo e ke ikopanya ka motsadi gore ngwana ke hela gore na o tlhagile yang a ke na bothata ka gore le ha a ya ha re risa gore o tlo khutla ka patlo go khutla.
Do you see the pain of a mother who's looking for her child? And also she said, we are not going to sit here and argue whether it's illegal or illegal. We just want our children. You see, these people went in there to commit crime, taking from the very same government that they are looking help from now. And people have been saying chances are they are even illegal in South Africa. We don't know that. But what I'm saying is whether South Africans or not South Africans, they committed that crime by going to those mines, costing the government a lot of money together with their bosses, because nobody can go in there without anyone that they are working for. And they come out. Now for them to come out from that underground, the government is also has to pop out money, because you can tell that process is not an easy process. Let us read what people said on that X. First of all, let us read what Newsroom said when they shared that video. They said, residents in Northwest Township surrounded by disused mines are expected to try and assist illegal miners who are believed to still be underground. Over 1,000 have resurfaced with symptoms of dehydration and starvation after authorities blocked all routes the miners used to access food and water as part of Operation VALUMGODI. Locals back the operation but oppose blocking essentials, fearing fatalities. Refilwe Sibuku speaks to a parent who is appealing for any information regarding a son who is believed to be trapped underground. That is the lady that we just watched on that video. I shared that so that you get more info regarding that video. So people were commenting on that video shared by Newsroom. This one said, these Northwest residents are really part of the problem and police must jail them too. This one says, if other miners came out, why are their children refusing to come out and calling them? Why don't they encourage them to come out if they support the operation? So this one is saying so because the post by Newsroom says the locals support the operation. This one says people have been making noise about Zamazamas. When law enforcement agencies taking action, the same people are crying, what's wrong with us black people? And this one says, so these families are aiding illegal mining and supply them with food while government is trying to curb the crime, which clearly is attracting a lot of illegal foreign nationals. How can we win the wars against crime and illegal immigration then? And this one says these families support criminality and all the crimes committed by these Zamazamas. And this one says, how should the police take them out from underground? They restricted food from going underground so they can come out on their own the way they got in. So what if his son is stubborn and doesn't want to come out? That Black Lives Matter sign is irrelevant in this situation. Yeah, guys, people are fed up, are really fed up, but you don't blame them, because this thing, it does not only end with illegal mining, it has a lot of elements around it. This one says, tough, you do wrong thing, face the consequences. You see, they are saying as they watch the video of a mother who's crying. And this one says they knew that their families were breaking the law. Every action has consequences. So they are not showing any message and people are tired. And this one said, we must not allow ourselves to be touched by tears of a parent of a criminal. She gave birth to a criminal, ZAMAZAMA, and now government must intervene. Awa VALUMGODI. So this one says, so your child tells mom, Kilo Panda, and you know very well where he's going to. Now you cry crocodile tears, asking the same government that warned you about the ZAMAZAMA business, which is true. Which is true. As bad as this is, but this is true. And this one says, why wouldn't they be dehydrated when their supplies are full of alcohol, the residents should be arrested for interfering with a police operation. Guys, people are tired, I'm telling you. And this one says this is another reason why we will never win against crime. Remember parents complaining about gang special unit, but they were the ones complaining was. And this one says when they cry like this, it means the operation is really well. Increase the pressure. Yeah, and this, you know, that lady, as she cries like that, you can tell she knew exactly what was happening. Whew, And this one says families protecting criminals. Sis, people are tired. So now let's just say this lady wants to say because government is bad and there's no money, the economy is bad. So if that is an excuse, most of us are supposed to be doing illegal things. Oh, this one says it's tolerance of such nonsense that got us where we are now. So as I was saying, that if now we can blame the government and say this, the reason why we're doing crime is because there are no jobs. But maybe let me read this first. It says government mustn't waste money retrieving the remains of tsotsis. They must remain there. People are not taking it shame. So as I was saying that, if you want to blame the government, how much pain government is feeling as she is weeping there. This one says these families are part of the syndicate and against the curbing of crime. They are confused as F, which I'm not going to say in full. So all good to blame the government, but how much pain do you share with the government in this case? This one says South Africa barilo, which means we want crime to be dealt with. At the same time, we don't want crime to be dealt with. So now that I've read all the screenshots, what my question is, let's just say that lady, the excuse is we're suffering, we don't have money, so that is why I allowed my son, because they had a communication with her son, as she said that Mama Kilozam, I'm going to make a plan out there, and you can tell that she knew where her son was going. So now if now we are to put the blame on the government, said okay, we are doing this crime of going underground because the government is not providing jobs and all of that. First of all, we are supposed to be doing crime, all of us, because it is bad for everyone. Number two, let's say you are justified by saying so. So now that you are weeping on national television, you are in pain because you've carried this child for 9 months. How much of that pain is the government taking? How much share are you giving to the government? Okay, let's carry this load together because my son now is missing because you are not providing the jobs. So how much? We are not supposed to use our children, guys. You saw those children that were dehydrated, exhausted. You can tell they are finished. Those are kids right from the knees. They are small arms. You can tell those are children. Which means right here in South Africa, we have the exploitation of children going underground. Some losing their lives there underground, and the parents know it. A child that you carried for 9 months and you went through labor pains, you are allowing to go in there because somebody has to eat. Guys, but guys, if you watched up to here, thank you for watching my videos. This is South Africa Lately, a channel that discusses South African trendy news. We do, however, grab here and there from international news when it is trending enough to be brought here.